Okay, my friends, there are actually foods that raise your vibration and there are foods that lower your vibration. What the heck am I talking about? Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to another episode. I've missed you guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a while. All right, today's episode, we are talking about foods that raise your vibration. So you might be going, what? I didn't know foods could do that. So let me just give a brief explanation and then we'll get right into the list, I promise. So foods coming from different sources actually have an energetic vibration. They have a frequency that they were grown with and that they now inhabit. And those foods that you consume with different vibrations go into your body and then you inhabit or take on that same frequency. Now it's kind of like math because you can give and take, right? But essentially, let's say we have lettuce, let's say kale. Let's say we have beautiful organic kale that was grown in someone's backyard with love and it had lots of attention versus cereal that comes from a factory like Lucky Charms or I don't know, whatever sugary cereal that you might like. All right. That cereal is produced in a factory. It's cold. There's no love going into it. It's just they're mass produced to make money. Now, obviously, the kale has a very high vibration as opposed to the cereal that does not. Now, there's all different levels of vibration. So the higher vibe food, the higher your vibe. Now, everybody gives off a vibration. Everybody has a level of vibration. There's a scale of consciousness, and let's see if I can get that up right here. And this scale of vibration it goes from 0 to 1,000. Most people are at about 2,000 or 200. And if you're completely enlightened, you're at 1,000. There's only been very 4 people ever to be at full enlightenment. And Jesus was one of them. So the more we can add to our high vibe, the higher our vibration in general goes up. Now there are other things like getting outside of nature, working on your mindset. So whether that's meditating or yoga or some kind of mindset work, exercising, getting enough sleep, drinking good water. All of these things play a role, but today we're specifically talking about the food. So let's dive in. All right, foods that increase your vibration. First is any organic raw produce, fruit or vegetable, raw organic. Now, it's not to say you can't eat it cooked or conventionally grown, because yes, you can. But the highest vibration is raw and organic. Okay, so that means that it's still in its natural form. It's got all this light. So what does this mean? It means that it's high light and low density. Okay, so there's not a lot of density to it. So if you think of like a bakery good, like a donut, it's very dense, right? And it wasn't grown in a lot of light. There was no sunshine, right? Whereas produce is grown outside, other than like mushrooms are grown in a cave. It's grown outside, it's got the sunlight, and it's not dense. It's nutrient dense, but not dense in weight. And those are the foods that are going to keep you high vibe. Now, if you cook your vegetables, they're still high vibe. They're just not as high vibe. And if you eat conventionally grown, they're just not as high vibe as organic. However, of course, always eat your vegetables and your fruit. If you're not doing keto or paleo, eat your fruit. Fruit has a lot of nutrition in it. So these are high vibe foods that will raise your vibration, allow people to when they get near you, want to be near you because your vibration is emanating love and joy. All right, so organic, raw produce. I want to touch on a couple. Berries, amazing because they're full of antioxidants. And mushrooms, like I've already mentioned, mushrooms are so amazing. You can eat them every single day. I highly suggest it. And avocados, which is technically a berry, but avocados are one of the best fats that you can consume. Now, you know, one of the reasons too that these foods are high vibe is not just that they are light, high in light and low in density, is that they also help detox your body. Your cells are cleaned out and your body gets more in alignment with who you are because your cells are working optimally. Okay, so continue eating lots of produce because it helps with detoxing the body. Other foods, all natural or raw herbs. So like cilantro, basil, parsley, dill, ginger, turmeric, any non-powdered, so non-dehydrated herb is amazing. Now, again, you could eat them dehydrated, so you can sprinkle on some cinnamon on your apple, or you can throw on some garlic powder on your mushrooms, and they're still high vibe, but not as high vibe as they are raw. Got it? So I think you're starting to see the pattern here, right? Okay, other foods, greens. Greens are amazing because, oh my gosh, they detox so much out of your body. They help clean up all kinds of junk out of your body, and they're so full of light because obviously they're green because they've gone through photosynthesis and they've been grown outside. And if they're organic and raw and they've been grown with love, oh my God, you cannot get enough of the greens. You can even juice them and they're still very high vibe. I highly suggest mushrooms and greens every single day because they will help with your vibration. You will glow from the inside out. Not only will your skin glow, but people will see just a glow about you that comes from your spirit, right? So we have our brain, we have our heart, but we also have our mind and our spirit. And the longest connection, I heard this today, I think, the longest connection that humans make is from the mind to the heart, because when you're disconnected, there's a disconnection there. And when you can get connected, which takes a lot of work if you haven't done it before, it's from the mind to the heart. And this is where your glow comes from. This is where your energetic glow, your spiritual glow comes from, when you can start connecting your mind to your heart and live heart-centered. And that's a beautiful thing. So the closer you are to nature, meaning the more you eat it, the more you're in it, the more you appreciate it, the more you are grateful for it, the more you thank it, the closer you become to your heart center. And that is where true beauty lies. Some other sources of high vibe foods are raw organic nuts and seeds. Almonds are amazing. Brazil nuts, walnuts, all amazing foods, high vibe. Now these are denser foods, but because they've been grown in nature and they're full of really healthy fat, they're incredibly essential for raising your vibration. Now the lower vibe foods I'm just going to touch on really quick and then we'll be done. Nice and quick today. It are, again, processed foods like cereals, baked goods, anything frozen for the most part, right? Frozen that you get in the grocery store that has like the list of ingredients like this long. Anything with sugar, processed flour, any kind of artificial ingredients, artificial sugar, all of those are low vibe foods. And so I want you to think about this video and what I'm telling you so that you can start to make switches. This is not to shame you into what you're currently eating. It's just that if you want to raise your vibration and glow from the inside out, this is a really great way to start, because the side effects are that you'll probably lose weight, you'll think clearer, you'll decrease disease, the whole health gamut here. I don't have to go over it all. And it's about trying to add some of these things in and not shame you about what you're currently eating. Go ahead and have your ice cream or your pizza rolls or hot dogs. It's okay. And when you start eating these high vibe foods, your body will naturally start to crave them more, and you'll start to crowd out the other things that aren't helping you. So listen, guys, I really hope this helped you. Tell me what high vibe foods you love, because one of my favorite is asparagus. I could eat it every day. I love it. And well, I just love produce. I eat a lot of it. So tell me what you are eating to increase your vibration. It could even be a tea that you've made from scratch, from herbs in your garden. I want to hear about it. Please like and subscribe. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.